What is up, peeps and creeps? It's your boy TappLuck, and I am back with more Amnesia The Dark Descent, but this time, instead of a custom story, we're going to be playing the main campaign, as I promised in the previous video's description. We're not going to go with hard mode, I already get enough of that in Terraria. If you want a Terraria video, just tell me in the comments. I played the main campaign before, but, well, I'll try to give my honest. It's been a long time, is what I'm trying to say. So I don't exactly remember many aspects of the game. In the previous videos, it may have seemed like I actually know how to play the custom stories. I really didn't.
Some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
I am Daniel. Takes a long time for us to actually get control of Daniel. Or not, apparently. We're... alright. There's a leak in your roof. On your roof. At your roof. I don't know. Right, you already know the controls and shit. Nice. Okay. There. Annihilated. We're falling. Damn it, we've fallen. And we can't get up. More tinderboxes. Apparently there are 148 tinderboxes in the main campaign. Which comes with a question like, why does Alexander have so many tinderboxes? You'll learn who Alexander is, by the way. Someone kept telling me that... by someone I mean my... perhaps one of my only fellow... loyal, actually, followers, asked me who Alexander was. You're going to learn in detail exactly who Alexander is. Like, I cannot explain you myself that simply. You're going to learn exactly who or what Alexander is as we go on with the story. For some reason, that banner is really important. I can't tell. For some reason, also for some reason, that banner reminds me of Crusader Kings, which is a fun game once you like learn how to play. I unfortunately haven't been able to do so yet. We don't get the lantern until much later, so you have to like bear with me for now. Alright, hello. How are you doing? Just say bad. Doesn't seem crystal clear though, does it? Also, I cannot run. Oh no. Feudal regimes. How spooky. We're still so slow. Archives. Once more, Amnesia forces us to enter archives. Can't really say I blame the game though. I mean, if I had a gigantic castle, I would also want to have a lot of archives, you know? Maybe I'd switch the... oh, okay. Oh no. Oh, I thought it was water for a second. Ah! Oh god. Okay. No, I don't like. Thank you. No. They're gone. Thank you. The main campaign has a really slow start to the actual scares, as you can see. So far, we had only a few spooks. This game has been out for like a long time, and people started modding it. Like that's. Oh, there we go. The lantern. People started modding Amnesia like way back in 2011, maybe even before that. But like, I remember. No, we haven't played it yet. But like, there's a full conversion mod called White Knight, which, as you may know, full conversion means it changes almost every asset of the game and can even end up making the game a whole different genre than it already is. There's like a Penumbra mod for this, and there's also like, fuck off. What was it called? Yeah, White Knight, what I've mentioned before. I think I've mentioned it in, whatever. You'll see the first glimpse of story in the game now.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there'll be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Okay, as you may have understood, I will not speak when Daniel is speaking or Alexander is speaking. And when he said Alexander of Brandenburg, he meant as in the guy who owns the castle, Brandenburg, which is this castle. Of course, you'll get more lore. Oh, there's a blubber. You'll learn more about the game as we go on. How did I... Hey, whatever. Alright, I got you. Oh, that's a huge ass. Oh, okay.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Well, we're not going that way. It's tough and pliant. It can't be torn by hands or tools. Well, a rock is not a tool. It apparently cannot go through holes within the meat as well. The meat curtain. Oh, there are bugs. But there's also oil here. I dislike rock. I mean, roaches, yes. Oh, there's a $10, okay. We're gonna have to do a lot of things within the entrance. So, as I understand, there are these places called hubs within the main game. Just as how there was in Abduction. So this is a hub in which, from here, there are multiple doors that I can access to. And okay. I'm not going there. That's what you think, I'm not. Okay, that door is nothing. That's nothing. And this leads to also nothing. I think that way just goes out. That was amazing, wasn't it? Archives. Let's go. This video is going to be longer than my regular, like 15-minute videos. Well, the last few episodes have been that way, I think. Doesn't matter though. The door slamming. Okay. Oh, I thought I was a person. I thought it was a person just crouching. See, there's a bit of lore right there. I'm not going, as I said, I'm not going to speak as Daniel or Alexander or anybody else really is speaking. Let's go.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
I see. Interesting story. As you may have seen on the top, it's only the first bit of the Algeria lore. Algeria is a huge part of this story, but I still don't know where it's located at. It's been a really long time since I played this game, so I've forgotten what everything is. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal courts and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Wilhelm, House of Gerich. This is by the way, this is not in England, this is in Prussia. As you may not have understood. Study him. Hello? Yep, okay. Alright. That was not a pleasant sound effect at all, may I say.
"17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Sucks. Also, you know a person is English when they say strange language about a language they don't understand. Oh, what? That was me though. Why? Old tomes. Oh, I was pressing A. I thought the game moved me on its own. Oh, somebody's playing my jam. That shit fire, yo. Alright. Local history. Cannot anta local history. That was a mixture of some languages I have never spoken ever in my life. Let's go this way first. Somebody dropped their Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam? No, that's not what it's called. Eek. Roaches came to take our lands again. Okay. I don't know who it's offensive to. What's this? Okay.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Yo, can I just say I love the SFX of the papers being like tossed around and shit. It's just so soothing to hear. I don't know about you guys, but like that's how I feel. Doesn't have a lot of effect when I saw it cave in before I heard the noise of caving in, or whatever. See? Okay. Going to bed. I'll go to bed here at the corner. I feel
17th
safe.
May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was
bunny hop
waiting
along the
for
way.
me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Oh, what? Oh, I thought I stacked it perfectly. Okay, we're like shaking a bit, but that's alright. Good. Okay, so that's basically what happens. Oh, this cave then. Also, there's no texture there. Okay. Alright. Fragile, not breakable by hand. Watch this. If you're persistent enough, anything is breakable by hand.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
See, isn't this nice? The whole place is all lit up and cozy. Okay, we need to enter there. We cannot enter there. And we need to break this. So, yep. Oh, that's a lot of pages. Okay. How about this? Read. Okay. Now read. Same. Sorry, I had to pause recording for a second there. But continue reading. And now read this. Those were basically some exposition about what's going on within the game's world. Like who's what is what, etc. Right now, there's a door puzzle. Okay, that's not one of the books that I need to pull. I need to pull some books, so there we go. I need to find the others before I can start, so I can. Okay. So start. And that's that easy, everybody. It's been 20 minutes since the video has been going on. I know that. I realize that. But yeah, whatever. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. I got the wine cellar key. Somebody just... You know, if it was old me, the cowardly me, I'd hide. But now I will confront the man after all those escapades that I have done. Yeah. I'll miss local history because, you know, it was really well lit. Study still won't budge. Me? Oh wait, the study's that. Okay, that place. Old tomes. Where did I come from? Not here. That's obvious. Other side. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm fucking out of here, boy. Yep, arrivederci. Won't see me here again. It was done, the man said. The tomb had been revealed. Tin Hinan awaits. Grinned the toothless foe. Ow. Okay, that's what Shadow does. It just punches you. Alright, now we're gonna head to the wine cellar. And by now I mean the next episode. This was the main campaign of Amnesia The Dark Descent. It's going to continue for like a lot more episodes, I'd reckon. But like if we can keep every episode to like 20-ish minutes, maybe we'll take care of it earlier than I expect. That will be good because I'm thinking of branching to other video games aside from just horror because you know I want to play a wide variety of games within my channel. Um, there is Fallout New Vegas that I want to play, and I'm going to play it in a manner I've never played before. So many of the things will be foreign. I will play Penumbra, which is again a horror game, but like you know, it's a lot different than Amnesia in some manners. In some other manners, it's not. But yeah, feel free to continue watching. This was Amnesia: The Dark Descent, episode 1, and I'll see you guys in episode 2 or whatever I make next. It's gonna be episode 2. Spoiler alert. All right, see ya.